Hurry timer. Okay, so largely it took 2 minutes, right? Less than 2 minutes to identify the questions. Now move on to the next case study, do the same. I'll tell you. Go on to the next case study and do the same MCQs. Here I'll tell you an hack. You can always map and mark the paragraphs in the case study also. You can do it. But you have to understand there could be case studies where the subject given in the paragraph is more, but the actual questions might be less. So that is the reason why we are taking a far more constructive decision in terms of understanding where the questions are coming from. Okay, so that's what she's doing right now. So it hardly takes 2-3 minutes for you to map everything. Mark all MCQs. Mark the descriptive questions also. Okay, fair enough. So now you know the subjects of each and every question, the details you have to get into. Okay, now I'll help you with the decision making process. So again, this need not be done technically in this way, but I'm helping you all how to choose the right case study by helping you understand between two case studies which you can apply tomorrow. Okay. So what we're doing is, this is question number 1. This is question number 2. Okay. Now first is MCQs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next is descriptive. I guess let's call it A, B, C. Now all you have to do is, here you have to write the subject. Here you have to write the difficulty. Let's say, can you solve it or not? Let's use only 2 things. Can you solve it or not? Based on the initial assumptions. Okay. So just do it, split for all the questions, and then write the difficulty level. Tick. Only tick across. Is it clear? So use this blueprint here. And you can start. You can have a quick look. Let's say 1.1 is where it starts, right? 1.1. You can write the subject here, and is it solvable? If it's yes, tick. Else no. Tick across. Based on, you can now you can spend 30 more seconds. You don't have to actually solve it. Like with the book, can you solve it or not? Is it solvable or not? Is what you have to do. With book. With book, yes, of course. Then we're moving on to the next. Here you have to pay extra attention.
Yeah, it's performance parameters. This one can be done without book.
Okay. So with or without book is irrelevant because accuracy is important. Yes, each one is for 4 marks. Can you get, if you are able to get two or three, you can put it. Largely case study 1 is solved.
Yeah.
Now the question is, it has got 2 marks from SCMP. Is it the same?
Yeah.
4 marks from SCMP. Another 5 marks, 9 marks, 13 marks from SCMP, which may or may not be a strong subject. May or may not be. I don't know, but this is exactly how we look at it. So case study 1 out of 25, 13 marks are from SCMP. This is dominated by SCMP. DT and IDT, you know. Largely, you can consider it the second group case study. So if people who are writing only group 2, probably they might prefer this, probably. Okay, this is the initial assumption. And for us to get here, it took us, let's say, 6 minutes. Tomorrow, once you know how to do it, it can be done under 5 minutes. And actually, this can be done parallelly also. Like, well, this can be done parallelly also. But I want people to understand the steps logically. Now, do it for question number 2 also. Quickly go and do it for question number 2. So that's a part. Okay. So largely, both the case studies looks like they're doable. Okay. So this is exactly how we have done the analysis. The next step, let's consolidate the weightage. Right. In question number 1, your you have 3 subjects. The first one is SCMP. I think it's 2 marks, 4 marks plus 10 marks. 13 marks, I think. 13 marks here. 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4. Done. Then next you have IDT. IDT you have 2 marks, 4 marks, 4 marks. 17. DT you have 2 marks, right? 19. That's about it. And then you also have F for 5 marks. Okay, that's 14. Done. So in your case study 1, 14, 4, 2, and 5. This is your case study 1, which is 20 marks from group 2. Now, second case study, let's say if I look at SEM, 2 marks here, and average 4 marks, 6 marks here. Financial reporting, 4 plus 4, 8 marks here. Audit, 4 marks. Law, let's say 4. Let's say IDT, mathematics, 3 marks. It's a mixed question. Okay. Now, between these two, which would be more scoring for you? Which would you pick up between question 1 and question 2? Given the weightage and given the questions also.
Second one.
You think second one, you'll be able to score more. Okay. So what is happening here is, in under 10 minutes, you're able to identify the first best question to solve. Also, this is reasonably processed. When you process third question, you don't have to do it again. So in 20 minutes time, everything will be processed, right? In 15 minutes at least, you'll take 3 decisions. You'll know which 3 case studies to write, and 1 more will be left that we can see at the end only. 15 minutes, you know what are the 3 things which you're writing. So you're only leaving the choice between 2 questions largely, right? This is exactly how we can get there. Or if you want to get the decision done, put another 5 minutes. That's okay. Invest another 5 minutes. In 20 minutes, you know what are the 4 case studies you're writing. There is no other decision making involved in the process. Okay, largely this is clear. Now let's validate this. The reason being, sometimes there is a chance that it looks easy on the top of it, while you actually solve it, it might look difficult. Now, let's calculate time. I'm giving you for case study 2. Okay, we are attempting case study 2. There are 2 parts. One is MCQs, the other one is descriptive. MCQs for 15 marks, for 10 marks, this is for 15 marks. So what is the time allocation we decided here for each mark? How many minutes? So which is 20 minutes for MCQs, 30 minutes for descriptive. Okay. Now open question number 2. If my objective is to score maximum marks, so where can you score more? 10 by 10 out of MCQs or at least 10 by 15 in descriptive. That's a simple thing. So 10 by, see, I'm not worried about denominator. According to the numerator, which one can you score more? MCQs. Okay. Get started with MCQs. Now be very conscious about it. Now here is the game. Guys, this is very important. Let's say normally, what would you do? You pick up MCQ for SEM and you answer this. You keep it back. You take FR. You keep it back. So instead of doing that, now go strategic about it. Here there are 2 FR MCQs, 2 audit MCQs, 2 SEM MCQs. Now what you can do is, since there are 2 audit MCQs and there are no further requirement for audit in descriptive, probably pick up audit, solve this 2 MCQs and keep it. Or if you want to go with weightage, there is FRMCQ here 4 marks plus here there is a question, almost 7 marks is from FR, 8 marks is from FR. You can choose to solve it. So be strategic about it, at least within the question. Understood? So I'm giving you this 50 minutes. Okay, the timer is on. In 50 minutes, you solve MCQs and also this one. Okay, you decide which subject to go with. Once it is done, please don't go back. Once you open the book, try to cover and complete it and leave it. Don't leave anything for choice. Don't leave it to a next point. I'll tell you why. Okay, is it clear? So I'm expecting you to solve it within the next 15 minutes by 8:20. Continue this. Go ahead.